All right, everybody, solutions to problems you didn't know you had until we come up with a solution. And this is a boom pole specifically designed for electric vehicles, electric charging. And so our friends at Mosmatic, my friend Jamie, who runs Mosmatic USA, has been after them for the last couple of years to make a boom pole that doesn't require any cutting of the power cord. It doesn't require any real modification other than a couple of lags mounting into the wall. And gives us 180 degrees, if we mount it on the wall, 180 degrees of motion, so that way we can keep the cord off the floor and make a charging experience a little bit more clean, a little bit more functional. So we're going to install this here today, show you how it works, and make a determination on whether you should buy something like this or not. So let's get started. So I got to figure out what to do with this hole, but this is where my hardwired 60 amp service was set up on when I bought the house. So I had them put a charger unit in. You didn't get to choose where they pre-wired it, so it went to here. And so I had my Tesla charger here, and what I would do is I'd take the cord which ran in front of the door, it would come all the way down here, and then I would plug it into the car. The other option is if I backed my car in, I would have to kind of run the power cord in front of the doorway here, over and around to the side, and plug in this way. And so instead, I had my electricians come and pull that wire out and put our Tesla charger up on the ceiling. And so that's going to give us the ability to put the boom pole in place, and the boom pole can come around and then hang from the pole and plug into my car. So we're going to figure that out here today. All right, Mike, so what's our install plan here?
So I'm going to make a template of the base plate. We can hold it up and we'll mark where it's going to go, and then I'll just use the template to get the holes situated where they need to go.
So we have slat wall on the wall here, and obviously slat wall wouldn't be able to hold something at this magnitude, this weight.
Too much leverage.
And so we're going to cut out the piece of slat wall, because if we put it right directly on the slat wall, it's going to compress it and squeeze out. And so Mike's making a template here rather than us trying to hold this 30-pound pole up on the ceiling while we're lining up where the holes go. So let me show you how this design works. It's a pretty sweet setup. There's like it's a dual U channel essentially. So this alleviates the need to cut the cord or remove the cord from any of your chargers. We have this little end piece here. It comes out. It's got this little machine piece.
Same thing on this end.
Normal Mosmatic, super high end,
T304.
And then you got this channel which slides inside. See how that works? And so that'll allow the cord to tie through. Yep.
So it hangs from the bottom though, so it's not. We're gonna have to hold it in place just to eyeball it. Cut out the slat wall so that it's bolted directly to outside the block wall.
Right, so I have two choices. I can leave a bunch of slack, which I don't think I like. The whole point is to get it off the ground.
So the question is, when it's plugged in the car, do you want it suspended?
I'm going to pull the car in, and we're going to plug it in and see what's up.
Let's clean off the top shelf first while we're up here with the ladder.
Yeah, so this is where I would normally park it up nice and tight like this. So this is why this kind of defeats the purpose. So we want to pull the slack back. So what we'll do is we'll pull it through the whip here and mark it.
What are you thinking? Obviously, it won't reach the other side now.
Well, there is no other side.
I mean, if you were gonna...
Well, it would go over here if I back in. So that's why
so you gotta see if it'll reach.
I'm gonna set this, and we're gonna back it in and see.
Yeah. I think it'll reach.
Perfect.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah.
The only problem is
the only thing it's gonna touch the car.
I mean, I'm very rarely gonna park it this way. I would rather have it. Now I can pull it a little tighter.
Well, what you could do is you can get a microfiber sock over it too.
Yeah, yep. We have the have the power cord microfibers. I have it optimized for the way that I park 99% of the time, but if I ever did want to back in, or if I got another electric vehicle, I could always just swing it around and charge it in the front. Look how good that looks. That's freaking sweet. It's almost like we designed it Thank you. They come here even though this wasn't part of the plan. Love it. Okay, so that's a wrap. We need to get some ring terminals here to finish this up, but I just kind of coiled the wire up for now, but it will look nice and clean when we shorten the cord. And then in the future, if it becomes popular, we'll start doing booms on the ceiling where they'll do 360 as well. So this is what we call a 180 boom, and for my purposes here, it solves the issue of the power cord sitting on the ground. So as always, stay tuned for more crazy. See you on the next one.